Yo, it's Kevin Trades. This is my weekly recap and outlook for DAX, the German index. So let's get straight into it. As you can see, this is the weekly candle. We had a bullish candle this week. Opened at 23,648 and closing at 23,763.9. If I go into the daily, you can see some nice sweeps. Monday was bearish, Tuesday was bearish, Wednesday was bullish, and then Thursday was bearish, and then Friday was bullish. But before I break these down, first things first, we gotta check the news. This week we had quite a bit of news. Tuesday we had Powell speaking, Thursday unemployment claims, and then Friday price index 130. We also had a bunch of PMI on Tuesday as well, 8:30 and 2:45 for the German. But yeah, let's just get into it. So last week I did want buys. These were my drawn liquidities and this was my level. You can see my level kind of held over the week. I'll take it. But yeah, let's just break this down. Coming into Monday, we were obviously bearish because we wanted to trade lower. And if you look on the daily, you can see some really cheeky business. You can see these sweeps. Thursday was a cheeky one. But the level did just hold. You can see this daily bullish fairly up and this fairly up and the daily inverse just got respected. You can see where we closed on the week, but yeah, Monday you would have been bearish. Let's just go into the London session. Okay, so coming into London now, I think high of the day was Friday. High of the day was 1 a.m. That's fine. We will have a look. Let's look at what 115 did. Was that 115? 115 pumped. High of the day was just 120. Held this high of the day on Monday. I keep accidentally touching that. Coming to London session on Monday, you could have got this nice sell down. Oh, it's because I keep clicking this. Nice hourly inverse. We had a breaker structure as well previously at 6. Oh, that's 7. Sorry, 8 here. We had a big breaker structure at 7. This sweep here, and then these breaks down are really nice. You can see the order block here, and then obviously order block here, and then this order block. But obviously this one's stronger because it's the most recent breaker structure. So if I just look at London session, it was just a continuation, I think. Yes, look at this 5-minute fair value up. I want to see this in the 1 minute, then we can scale up, but it was really nice. This is a nice equilibrium tap. London Open, we came up, swept these resting liquidity highs, respected this beautiful 1 minute order block, and we just sold off all the way down to the level where we gave it an instant reaction at 840, 850, but this move down was very clean. Then we came back up. What is going on here? The level did hold for nice buys. 840, just like bomb tick day, which is fine. Came back up, tapped the same order block that I was talking about here. Sweeps, break, structure, 5-minute order block. Sold off again, 11 a.m. held as low of the day. And it was just, I think it was the 4 were open. Yeah. And then this is OTE from obviously this low. And then this here was not bad reaction if you look at the 15. I think 30-minute was cleanest. Yeah. So we had this. You can see how we edged this low. This would have been a drawn liquidity in the future because of how close we were to the low. When OTE comes down to like 90%, like look, this is like 10 pips. Whenever it's 10 pips away, it means it's gonna come. It just edged it. So we have here this 30-minute bullish fairly up, respected, 30-minute inverse respected, and that was low of the day on Monday. New York session again, sweep, very clean. Let's make that white break structure here. and then of course like EQ taps or whatnot. But this 15-minute liquidity was a very clean sweep. Let's look at it on the one sweep. Let's have a look. Breaker structure here. Fair value up here. Respected. 15-minute respected. 30-minute respected. And then clean price action all the way up until Monday's high, which would have been your first TP, of course, because that is not holding us high the week. Unless we're very bearish, which I don't think we are. Of course, we're not. Our advice is bullish. So yeah, you could have got this nice like 200 pip, 200 point move. So that's nice. But that was Monday. Monday again, very clean. Coming into Tuesday now. Tuesday came close. Came back to this hourly bearish order block, and then of course being bullish, we just pumped honestly. But we'll have a look how you could have got this. Very nice OTE tap here. I can already see pretty much equal lows, but that's London open. Came down, wicked. I want to see this on the 1 minute. Beautiful OTE tap at London open. Came up, took the drone liquidity. It's trying to reverse around 950. That held a high of the day, but we'll see what we reversed off of. So we took Monday's high. Let's go on the daily. Let's look at these sweeps. So yeah, that was Monday high, but we also reacted off of this order block. Let me go on the hourly. So we had this order block here from last week, which we reacted on Friday. We reacted off it again on Tuesday. You can see Monday edged it, create high of the day, create the low of the day. Now Tuesday tapped into it again. I'll make it yellow. This is an hourly order block. And then if you look at it like this as well, look, so this is a sweep. We have another one here. If you think about it, this is a sweep and then a break. And then here. So we were fine against a bunch of bearishness. And you can see we reacted off it quite well. High of the day got placed in. Beautiful 15-minute break structure. Also, it's a sweep. So then this is an order block. You can see later on this order block gets tapped at New York session on Tuesday. Sorry, that's 3 p.m. And then we also have this 30-minute inverse, white line, 30-minute inverse, 30-minute fair value up. And then yeah, we come also and tap OTE at 11:45. So you could have bought back up. And then New York session, there was a nice continuation buy again off of this 15-minute fair value up. Once we tapped this order block, you can see you could have top ticked it. Order block, fair value up. We sold back off. And we came for these 1 hour lows. Because there was absolutely no way that we were gonna like expand higher, leaving behind this. There was just absolutely no way. So yeah, all of these got taken. And then Tuesday closed. But yeah, this move down was a nice little move you could have caught. It is also not OTE, but 0.786 bang on. And then you had a bunch of conferences. But yeah, that was Tuesday, 3 p.m. reversal, very clean. Tapped again here, 345, but then price moved very clean afterwards. And then came for these lows, which would have probably been out. But that was Tuesday, very clean. I'll delete most of this. Coming to Wednesday again was very clean. This sell-off was oversold. I will mark this out here. Wyckoff, oversold swing. SC, selling stopped. Selling climax. AR, ST, secondary test, automatic rally. And then the purge, straight to the oversold swing. Very clean. And of course, London session, purge. So yeah, let's just see how this played out. And then we also took this, probably just because momentum and then clean range. So momentum is one thing you gotta just be very wary of, because when price is just pumping, you want to just take advantage of that. So we did tap back. I should have left them order blocks, because you can see the reaction then. But this move nevertheless was just way too clean. Let's have a look. So pretty self-explanatory. London opened. I'll just look on the 5, but he had a bunch of highs here, which rejection wicks, whatever. London sweeps them, comes down, low the day 8:30, sweep, and then we didn't just pump off straight away. We actually rebalanced, which is, you love to see it. Beautiful rebalance here at 12. Accumulation a bit, but we tapped into this 5-minute inverse. Respected, reswept at 12:40 and pumped. I will have a look at news because Tuesday we did have news. 8:30, look, we swept 2:45. I think it's just pumping. And then 5:35, Powell spoke, but Powell didn't really do much. It was just here. 2:45, however, did just dump. Came back in, but we'll have a look at that. But yeah, you could have got this move again. Very clean. So coming to New York session on Wednesday. Let's mark it out. Here it was very clean though, because we had order blocks, order block heaven. Here sweep, break on the 15. That's the order block tap. We also have an hourly order block here as well. Big sweep, purge plus break. Let's have a look. That one's better, but so coming to New York, you can see it takes the first high at New York Open. Let's have a look on the 5. Takes the first high at New York Open, which would have been first draw. Comes back down. 5-minute failure respected, and then just goes back up. It's a nice little equilibrium tap. It's also, this is not a break. I was gonna say order block, but they say no break. Yeah, there's no order block. Maybe on the 15. Let's have a look. Sweep, and then a break. We just had multiple break structure, break structure, break structure, break structure, break a structure. So again, this is just momentum pushing you from here to here, 35 pip. But that's just how price moves. That's just high the day out, 3:30. Very clean. I think let's look at 3 p.m. Yeah, 3 p.m. That's when price starts moving. So 3 p.m. can either continue or reverse, and you can see here very nice continuation. Momentum just pushes up to this high, Tuesday's high, which we sweep, and then we give an instant reaction back down. For me, again, this shows sellers were fighting. But yeah, that was Wednesday. Let's have a look. I'm back on the daily because Thursday was a cheeky one. Thursday was a very cheeky one. You can see, so we were bullish. Wednesday opens here. Thursday comes back down, sweeps everyone out. Hey, game's the game. So yeah, you could have caught it though. It was very clean. You can also see in these reactions obviously off of Wednesday's just daily close because closes are the only thing that matter. Could have anticipated this. You can see after this sweep we closed low, which is interesting because if we were really bullish, we should have closed high. We should have carried on going. But the sweep holds. You can see the sweep does hold. Not only that, we tap back into order blocks, specifically this one. You can see this reaction. You can also see reaction of the sweeps off of the daily high. This daily high swept held, as you can see. But coming into Thursday, we just had a sweep here, and this was 7 o'clock high of the day. I think, of course, it would have been bearish. Big structure down, left behind this. Whenever 7 a.m. dumps or pumps, we expect 8 a.m. to do the exact same. That's pretty much when you have a big candle like this, at least. You can see here on Friday as well. Yeah. When you have a big candle at 7, you expect a similar one at 8. But yeah, let's just have a look. Of course, this was sweep, perfect sweep at OTE, held aside the day, and the daily sweep just held. We started dumping at 8. Of course, that's London session. Draws would have been these 4-hour week lows. This is a week low. Remember how I said that this edged this? Yeah, so you would have targeted this. This is obviously weak, didn't sweep anything. On the hourly, again, this is weak. This is also a big wick, which didn't sweep anything. Right here, yeah, you can see. But yeah, very nice draws and big wyckoff. If you want to look at it as a wyckoff, you'll be able to see it. Overbought swing, automatic rally, test. This would have been the test. This would have been the automatic rally. This is the purge, and then boom. Price even comes back here. You could consider this as an RTO as well, but it's very clean. This would have been the purge here at 7. I'll just hide the day, and then you can see the reactions that you get afterwards. No top wick, no top wick, and it just dumps. Coming to New York, coming to London, 9 a.m. continuation. You can see open sweeps and then just continues lower. First row here, you can say at 10. Level gets tapped again, which is nice, but price just reverses, taps this order block. I think it was 15. Yup. 15-minute order block gets top ticked nearly, and just reverses 15-minute value up. I'm gonna look at the 30-minute. Yeah, this is also a 30-minute. Very clean actually. But you can see how price always does this. Sweeps this low, gives it a fake reaction, comes for the next low, and then from here to here, clean range, just eats it up. And then lower the day, of course, holds. What is going on? Lower the day holds at 12. Again, that's fine. We just had a bunch of bearish momentum. And then price starts to rebalance, as it usually does. I'll mark a few highs here. 15-minute highs. So coming to New York session on Thursday, you would have been bullish after seeing that movement. If I want to see in the 30-minute. If you look at all these sweeps, let's just look on the 15-minute actually. We had all them sweeps. We had a broken structure on the 15. Left behind this fairly up. This 15-minute inverse got respected. Stuck on the 5. How could you have caught this? Disgusting wicks on the 5. But this shows buyers are back in control just from these 5-minute candles. And then New York open, left behind this 5-minute fairly up, which just got respected. And then from there, we just start to rebalance this big move down. Could have had a nice TP here. Weak high just gets taken before 3:15. Just rebalance. But yeah, that was Thursday. 7, which is cheeky. This is just probably orders getting filled. Level gets tapped once more. Like here at 7, and I've seen a lot of shit happen at 7 p.m. But this was a cheeky one. This is probably just orders getting filled. As soon as that happens, we just expand higher all the way back up to the highs, high of the week Friday. But yeah, last day, Friday, London session, you can see 7 a.m. pumps. Expect London to pump, but what London does is we come up, we leave behind this 1 hour bullish fairly out. Of course, we have to tap this. Price pumps, but it starts to reverse at like 9:15. Reacts off of this hourly order block. You can see the action. 8 closes here, 9 comes up, resweeps, taps back in. Almost top ticks from this inverse, which is fine. Such reverse comes back down, fills in the hourly bullish fair value up almost fully, and then this was at 10 a.m. and this was also OTE, perfect OTE from 7 a.m. OTE holds a lot from 7 a.m. on the 1 minute sweep, and then you can see back to this high, and this also ran quite high up. But New York session, let's have a look. What did New York session do? They also had news, I think, at 3. Is this 3? I knew this was 3. Come back down, 5 minute fair value gap here. Good sweep here. This was New York session. Came up, reaction, sweep, came back down, and then starts going sideways. But we reacted off of something. It's just the fact that we were still in this order block, and we have yet to break past it. But could have caught this nice move down. This is just a sweep. It's just I didn't actually come all the way down. We just tap 1 minute order blocks and then go back up. Nice cheeky little OTE. This is a nice sweep. And yeah, that's pretty much it. 15-minute fair value up. It's crazy. But yeah, that's pretty much week's price action. Very clean. You can see the sweeps which held. Nonetheless, there was good opportunity. You can see the level did hold. Friday 7 p.m. was a dodgy one, but Thursday was the cheekiest, sweeping Monday low and then coming all the way back up, and then Friday, of course, just respecting. Now, coming to next week, I do expect primarily buys. I'm still bullish. I still want these drawn liquidities taken. You can see none of my draws got hit, but that's fine because we're in this disgusting range. However, level did hold. Idea is still valid. We just tapped RTO and then reswept, which is fine. I still expect movement up. Let me delete a bunch of stuff, including the level, because we don't need this anymore. Drawn liquidities will be the same. I'll have a look at the weekly. Weekly idea is the same. We also came back to this demand zone, which bumped it on Monday, and then Thursday, of course, just reswept, retap, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I'm still bullish. I will have a look at the monthly because we have 2 days left. Idea behind this getting taken was correct, and now we're just rebalancing. Are we gonna come all the way back up in 2 days? Probably not. Could we come up to the first draw in 2 days? Yes. We could get something like this, which I wouldn't mind personally. Or we could even get something like this. Best case scenario is be something like this. Issue is from here to like here, it's clean range. So once we break past these highs, low resistance liquidity, we should just eat this up in a matter of 2 days. We are in a disgusting range right now. We've had the acute manipulation, we had another manipulation here. So hopefully next week should be clean, coming into a new month. It depends where this monthly candle closes. Again, closes the only thing that matter. But this weekly candle close was nice, bullish, showing, where's my level? That's the real question. What do I want next week? So I do just want to trade off of this for a fair value up. 562.2. Yeah, sure. You know what? Don't care about the 0.2. Just 652. Yeah. So next week, best case scenario, I will explain. Best case scenario, where's my legend? Best case scenario, we do this. That's best case scenario. Alternative, we do this. No, sorry, alternative, we do this. This could happen. Something like this. Very possible, best case scenario, we do this, and then it's also possible we could just do this. But yeah, that's my drawn liquidities, that's my level. And then if we break below this forward fair value up, like if this forward fair value up doesn't hold, or if we just trade lower, then my bias will flip. Simple, clean and simple. That's my DAX recap and outlook. Keep it clean and simple. See you next week.